Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Ben from ShouldIGetIt.com, and in this video I want to show you guys the secret menu on the iPhone 11 for your camera features. Now this works on both the iPhone 11 Pro and the regular iPhone 11, so you can see we can swipe to that right here, and I'm going to walk you through it. Now unfortunately, if you are on an older phone, even the iPhone 10 or 10s, you're not going to get this secret menu, so this is just for the guys with the 11, but if you want to see it, feel free to stick around. So first things first, let's talk about how to get into the camera app. This is just like with all your other iPhones, but when you're on the lock screen, you can just swipe to the right and you will get directly into the camera app. Now you'll see that the live photos button and the flash icons are up in the top corners, and I have decent sized hands, but it's kind of hard to reach. So we can do this right here. We can just swipe up on the secret menu, and we have the button for live photos here, so live auto on or off. And then we also have the button for flash auto on or off. When you're in the selfie mode, you'll see this icon here when you're in vertical mode, and you can actually zoom out the selfie camera to get a little bit more of you in the image, which is super cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip it onto the back camera, and we'll see if I close this case up a little bit. On the back camera, we have a couple of different options, of course, on this phone. So we have the wide camera, which the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro have. So that's 0.5x, regular camera is 1x, and then we have the 2x camera, which is going to be our telephoto lens. Now, what you'll see here is, of course, you can tap to focus, and you can do this on the older iPhones as well. If you want to darken the image, just slide down. If you want to brighten it, slide up, and that is super easy. Now, you'll see in the outside of the frame, this is what your image would be if you went to that 1x camera, and then you guys can see the table here. If we went to the half-x camera, then that is what we have. So it's cool, it kind of gives you a preview of the image, and you'll see when you put something close to the camera, it should actually black out the rest of the image. Yep, you can see by the shutter button, it just blacked out, and up top it blacked out. And watch down here, when I move my finger away, the preview is gonna come back. And it fades right in, which is beautiful. All right, so what else do we have in this menu? So we have live photos. Night mode will also show up. So if you want to get to night mode, sometimes you're able to get it through here, especially in the dark. You can always reach night mode there, and that's easy to control. Then you have your crops, so 4:3, that's your regular pictures. Square, of course, if you want a square image. And if you want to take something more widescreen, 16:9 is what you want to use. That's for your YouTube thumbnails. That is what most computer monitors are, and TVs are 16:9. So you can see, for instance, video is all filmed in 16:9, and if you want your photos to be in that same sort of setting, we can go to photos and then 16:9. You'll see that looks much wider than the regular 16:3. Now another cool thing that I want to tell you guys about is using the filters on the phone. So you can see we can go to the filters and take this photo here in black and white. So I'm going to zoom in, take a photo of this basket in black and white. And what's cool is you can take a bunch of pictures in black and white, and if you want them back in color, you can do that. So go to your photos, hit edit, and then you'll see once it loads the photo, you can select the filters option right here and go back to whichever color or black and white filter you want, and you can even change the strength of it. So black and white filter here, we can change how much it makes the image black and white, so just a little bit or a whole lot. So I think that is actually super cool. Now let me switch over to the regular iPhone 11, not the Pro, and I will show you guys the rest of this. There's my face, perfect. Now in portrait mode, of course, you get quite a few options, and this is nice. So, you know, in portrait mode, you have your standard different lighting settings, so natural light, studio light, all that stuff. This is nothing new, but of course you have your f-stop controls, which came out with the 10s. And again, reaching them even on the smaller 11, a little bit difficult in the top corner. Now what you can do is when you're in portrait mode, you simply swipe up, hit the f-stop number here, and this controls how much blur you have. So let's say we're going to take a picture of this iPhone here. Let's get it to do portrait mode. Come on. All right, so we got portrait mode there. If we want the background really blurry, we're going to go to the left to f1.4. Less blurry, we're going to go to the right to f14. To change how strong the effect is, you hit this little octagon icon here. Of course, you could do black and white or color portrait mode, so you have a lot of options. Basically, this entire video is just showing you in all the different modes. Just swipe up on the line of different options here, and you will get to your shortcuts. Now, of course, you have these in video, slow-mo. In time-lapse mode, nothing's going to happen, along with in panorama mode, when you swipe up, nothing's going to happen there. But again, in portrait mode, you get a ton of options here. And in your regular photos mode, this is a great way to shortcut to night mode. You can see it's fairly bright in this room. Night mode still showed up. Let's do one quick test. Also, if you want to zoom in, you can tap on the middle of the frame and you have your zoom right there, even on the regular iPhone 11. Hey Google, turn on all of my lights.
Sure, turning on 7 lights.
And now you can see it's much brighter in the room. Let's see if we can get night mode. Nope, it's not going to show up. Anyways, hope you guys subscribe to this video. Hey Google, turn off all my lights.
Sure, turning off 7 lights.
And let's see if she will have night mode show up for us. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Blurry back here and upside down, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.